explosions are heard in the nation of Georgia, where a Russian withdrawal appears to have broken down. This comes as the U.S. has pledged support for the...
Oh, the withdrawal has broken down. I'm so shocked. Jesus, usually the Russians would find a way of making their word stick.
Georgian government. Sabrina Fang live at the White House with the very latest. Sabrina.
Well, good morning, John. Today, President Bush was supposed to head to Crawford, but right now he has postponed his vacation indefinitely. Later this morning, he will get a...
Oh, poor George. He can't go on his vacation. Anyway, you know what his vacation probably is? He sits by the house and drinks his fucking self-inebriated.
CIA briefing on the latest situation in Georgia. Demanding the Kremlin pull its forces out of Georgia, President Bush made it clear what side the U.S. is on.
Russia must keep its word and act to end this crisis.
George, see this man here? He's of Russia. He's the old USSR military general. Guess what, George? He don't give a fuck about his word. They never did. He gives a fuck less about your demands. You understand, George? He's like the bully. You gotta punch him in the eye and give him a bloody nose and let him know you're not joking.
Russia isn't bowing to Western pressure. The Kremlin's foreign minister called Bush's support for Georgia, quote, a special project of the United States.
To call it a project of any place, of anybody, perhaps belies more about the way Russia thinks about its neighbors than the way it thinks.
Let me tell you something about how Russia thinks about their neighbors. You know what that is? It's assets for them to conquer. That's how Russia has always thought about it. That's how the USSR thought about everything else. Why are these people acting so shocked? And so, these people are those people, the bad guys. You understand? The bad guys.
About U.S. policy.
Secretary of State Rice in Paris today will be in Tbilisi tomorrow to reinforce U.S. efforts to rally the world in defense of a free Georgia. Angered by Bush's support for Saakashvili, Moscow says the White House has apparently chosen to reject a real partnership with Russia on issues such as Iran.
It's not about Georgia.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, let me ask you something. Why on earth do we need Russia to help us with Iran? Listen, it's very simple. The United States takes a giant leg with a giant foot with a military boot on it. Step right on Iran, slide it left, slide it right. Just like killing a cockroach, they'll be out of the way.
They're choosing between Georgia and Russia for the United States. It's about choosing whether the U.S. is willing to stand up for freedom.
Stand up for freedom? Hello? You're sending jets and tanks. You're killing people. You're fucking... And by the way, you're not hitting military targets, I'm sure. The Russians don't know about military targets. They just sweep areas, okay? And in the old days, if some province got out of hand, the old machine gun down the population policy took effect.
Conflicting reports of a ceasefire persist. The pact appears fragile at best. The deal called for both sides to pull back to positions held before fighting broke out last week. But it also allows Russia to take additional security measures until the establishment of international measures.
Oh yeah, and you know what? They're taking real security measures now. They're gonna keep advancing, shooting, killing, raping, whatever. Let me tell you something. These people do it, this army does it all. They might as well be flying the Jolly Roger over their fucking tanks, okay?
And American aid is already on the ground in Georgia. The first of two planned U.S. aid flights landed late last night, and the Navy is sending its medical ship to the region. Live at the White House, Sabrina Fang for the CW11 Morning News. John, back to you.
All right, Sabrina, thank you. Well, this morning, Russia's foreign minister says any talks of Georgia's territorial integrity, quote, can be forgotten about.
Whoa! Really? Oh! This is a shocking statement! People, these are conquering barbarians. That's all they are. You got to treat them like that. They don't. You got to think of them as cavemen with real sophisticated clubs. Okay? This is exactly what those people are like. They don't understand. Oh, we can't do this. Oh, we can't do that. They just want what they want. And once their military starts on a roll, it doesn't stop until it meets something hard and stronger in front of them. And then they back up and they go, well, we don't want this problem. And you know. And that's the only way you're going to have to meet them. Head on. Otherwise, you're just talking shit. Okay? Flavio 13 out.